lick number 90. This will be showing the A Phrygian mode, which is the third mode of the F major scale, parent scale. So the mode sounds like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and again, I'm showing the three notes per string version of these modes. The pattern that comes out of the modes, again, is there's 3 with a 1, 2, 4 fingering stretch. There's moving into 2 strings with a 1, 2, 4 pattern, and then 2 strings with a 1, 3, 4 pattern. So this one actually starts on the second of the 1, 2, 4 patterns. If we had a 7-string guitar, you'd actually see the first of the 1, 2, 4s happen, and then we'd move on to the second of the 1, 2, 4s. After that is going to come the 1, 3, 4s, then the 1, 2, 4s with a stretch. 1, 2, 4 with a stretch. We hit the second string. That was my little problem I had there. I didn't move up the fret for the second string, compensating for the second string. So we have to move up a fret to do the second 1, 2, 4 with a stretch, and then the third 1, 2, 4 with a stretch. So again, we start on a 1, 2, 4 with no stretch, then we have 2 1, 3, 4s, and then 3 1, 2, 4s with a stretch, and then when we get to the second string, we have to move up a fret to do those. We're starting in the 5th position we're on the 6th string. And we're going to play first finger, 5th fret, 6th string, then second finger, 6th fret of the 6th string. We move into zoom mode here. So first finger, 5th fret, second finger, 6th fret, 4th finger, 8th fret. Then that's the 1, 2, 4 pattern. That's the second of the 1, 2, 4 patterns. You don't see the first 1, 2, 4 pattern because we don't have the 7th string. So then we move on to the 5th string, and we're going to do 2 1, 3, 4 patterns. So 5th fret, 7th fret, 8th fret. When I say 1, 3, 4 patterns, I'm talking about fingering. First finger, third finger, 4th finger. So that's on the 5th string. We're still in the 5th position for this, meaning first finger is taking the 5th fret. Now we're moving on to the 4th string. We're going to have 1, 3, 4 again. That's the second of the 1, 3, 4 patterns. Now we're going to move on to the 3rd string, and this will be the first of the 1, 2, 4 patterns with a stretch. So we're actually in the 6th position here, at least that's the way I'm thinking of it. We're in the 6th position, and we're just reaching down for the 5th fret note. So it's the 1, 2, stretching on the 5th fret and 7th fret with the 1st and 2nd finger. Then we're going to do the 5th, that's 5th and 7th fret. Then we're going to do the 9th fret with the 4th finger. Now, if the 2nd string tuning was not different than the other strings tunings, we would see the 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4 with stretches all right in a row on 3 adjacent strings. However, because of the 2nd string tuning, we have to move up a position to do the 2nd string 1, 2, 4 with a stretch. So now I'm on the 6th fret with the 1st finger, stretching to the 2nd finger. Actually, it's the 1st finger that's stretching down. I'm in the 7th position now, really stretching down to the 6th fret for the 1st finger. So that's 1st finger, 6th fret, 2nd string. Then 2nd finger, 8th fret, 2nd string. Then we're using 4th finger, 10th fret, 2nd string. And then the 1st string, the 1, 2, 4, this is the 3rd occurrence of the 1, 2, 4 with a stretch. 6th fret, 1st finger, 8th fret, 2nd finger, 10th fret, 4th finger on the 1st string. So altogether that pattern again is starting on the 5th fret of the 6th string. We have 1, 2, 4, then 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4. Now 1, 2, 4 with a stretch, moving up 1 fret because of the 2nd string. 1, 2, 4 with a stretch, 1, 2, 4 with a stretch again. So all together, going up the scale and down the scale, we have this. And again, I've mentioned this before. Sometimes we repeat the top notes, sometimes we don't. I'm going to play all down picks for this particular time. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The Phrygian mode, we're playing the A Phrygian mode. So I've mentioned this in lesson 50 and lick 89 that we're comparing this to an A major scale when I say the following. In relation to an A major scale, in comparison to an A major scale, it has a root, it has a flatted second degree, a flatted third degree. The flatted third degree lets you know it's going to have some kind of a minor type sound to it. A fourth degree, same fourth as would be in the A major scale, same fifth that would be in the A major scale. We have a flat sixth degree and a flat seventh degree in relation to the A major scale. And then back to our root. So we have root, flat 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7, and root. So we have a flat 2, flat 3, flat 6, and flat 7 in the Phrygian mode. Okay, I'm going to put on the jam track now that I'm going to be using. So here's the scale, A Phrygian. So that's the sound of it. You hear that flat 2 happen. It's a very dissonant note within the pattern. So again, we have root, flat 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7, and root again. Our A notes are 5th fret, 7th fret, 5th fret of the 6th string, 7th fret of the 4th string, and 10th fret of the 2nd string. And I'm just going to do a little more improvisation with this. 3, 4. Again, that flat 2 is a very characteristic sound of this mode. 3, 4. Here's 16th note pattern. 4 16th notes with each note. And we can find certain notes, certain sweet spots that sound good. Our roots are always a good spot to stop if we're on a static chord like this. We're just playing an A minor chord for this. Okay, so hopefully that gave you some ideas for improvisation for the Phrygian mode. It's A Phrygian. All of these modes are transposable to any fret, and they become different letter name modes. So if the parent scale instead of F was on the 2nd fret, we would use these same patterns, and we'd end up being on we'd be on a B Phrygian right now. But we're doing all these in F, so we're going to stick with that. And so that's it for lick number 90.